Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, fuck the opposition, and all that lane switching, this is what the game is.
Okay, Coach, well, with the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Ready. 15 line. 15 line. Shoot.
On play action, they'll throw. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
7 yards there and a first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Looking deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
Second and 10 at the 7-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. That second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
From from the gun on third down. McGill got his man complete over the middle. That's Fields. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Set, ready? 60 or.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McGill. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
Hey, Delta.
57. Mike, 57. Oh, yeah.
Operating from the gun. McGill under pressure again, and down he goes again. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Ready, set.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. It's that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
We want it. Come to my work. Check.
Guard.
Crouch. Big dad. Come.
Hey, Echo.
2nd and 10. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And the Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard
Ready?
line.
Mike, 54, Mike. 6'6", pull it high.
Here we go. Mike 5'4".
Ready?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Gets it to Meredith, complete. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check.
5.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Back to throw. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he will have the first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Rush in. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch.
Go, go. Snap.
They'll drop the throw. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On second down now, it's Mack. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
Ready? 10 Lobo.
Mike 54.
Hit it.
He'll drop to throw. Got his man. It's Eifert. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Mike 57. Watch the slant.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 20! And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's got the connection to Cooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down, they hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing: get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
218, chop it. Hey, zoom. Big grip.
Looking to throw. This goes to Mack on the check down. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Break.
Mike's by 4. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Christian Covington. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they're ranked dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit?
Could be. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if they've just gotten fortunate along the way. I have no real great answer for it, but we're seeing something you don't often see.
Got it.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you have to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Now Here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It's caught inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run it with Mack. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Badgley able to punch this one through. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, he's still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
30 base.
Throwing on first down. McGill, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, McGill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. That one doesn't find it. It's target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. He'll look to throw. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Off play action. McGill throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Hey, high 7.
Off the play fake. McGill. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Right back to him on first down. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Let's go. 15, Lonnie. 15 line. Squeeze, double.
Operating from the gun, McGill firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down.
Hey, Foxtrot.
From the gun, McGill. Hard throw, incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. And Eifert has it. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Down. 18, Gator.
Mike. Hey, tight. Switch.
Blue draw quarters. Hey, Haywood. 5.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. The 30. 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Amari Cooper. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
50 seconds of money. Let's go one more.
Get it.
To throw on second down, McGill. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 33. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. It's caught. Lockett. 7 yards there and a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Ready, ready. 50, plant.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
On 1st and 10, McGill. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going to get.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will get them one closer. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This one fielded at the 5. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
6-6, pull it high. Get ready.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Come on, set. 10-2 saw.
Check. Walk 54. Walk 54. Oh, here we go.
5.
They're going to look to throw. Complete to his tight end Sample. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They run again with Carson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Completes this one to Meredith. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Hey, wahoo! General West.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Come on, QB, come on.
Operating from the gun, McGill is going to find his running back. It's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Well, that'll get them to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. He's going to fire one. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. The 20, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Amari Cooper, 69 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for two. They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
At their own 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. Now.
From the gun, McGill flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Given 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much since. Operating from the gun, McGill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
1st down, Buffalo.
Down. 70, Indy.
Right. He's tight right here.
From the gun, McGill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
To throw on third down. McGill, and that will be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Mike 57.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On fourth down, McGill. Going right side here, and that's complete. Past the 20. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So on fourth down, a big-time completion, and the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they...
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. McGill, that is caught at the 7. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Bills on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. McGill, and that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills get a bit closer. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Operating from the gun. McGill, he's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. 20! And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
When you know you've got a home run hitter on your side of the ball, and you know that he can score from anywhere on the field, it usually inspires the rest of the guys to do their jobs even better. That resulted in a lot of great blocks downfield because they knew if they gave him space, he could do exactly what he did, put the ball in the end zone.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Back.
On first down, McGill. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Bills on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. McGill. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Needed more than 3, but that's all they got. And it's 4th down.
Hey, Delta.
On 4th down, McGill. And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47. Carl Lawson. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
70, Indy. You draw corker.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Hey, pick your game up. Check. Fresno.
Ready?
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Here goes set. 18 Gator.
All day, every day, any day.
Five.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Let's go, baby.
He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give them the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there? Because I was. I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 7.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready. 60 or. Get it.
Now it's Carson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th. And
you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
It's complete to Lockett. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Back to throw. McGill looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this